Hey guys, so today is June 9th. I mean, technically it's June 10th because it's like past midnight, but you get the point. It's the day after I took the regulation section of the CPA exam, and I wanted to talk about it just a little bit. So basically, I studied for this section for like 5 weeks total. So I started the first week of May, basically like the last week of April, first week of May, going into that, that whole week or whatever. Let me look, hold on, I'm looking at this calendar here. Yeah, so like the last week of April, first week of May, that week I started studying for regulation. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 weeks total that I studied for this exam. And I took it on June 8th, which was yesterday. I took it on June 8th, which was yesterday. Oh my gosh. My family.
Wait, no, you gotta see this. Tell me that ain't me.
That's it.
That's me. Like something wrong with your system.
Okay, anyway. So, okay, so yesterday I took regulation. I studied for it for 5 weeks. So basically there's 8 sections. There's 8 in Becker, because I use Becker as my study program. In Becker, there's 8 chapters of regulation, like R1, R2, R3, R4, whatever. And I crammed that all into 5 weeks. I took all 3 mock exams that Becker allows us to get to have. Failed all of them. Yeah, so how I did it was, I have my schedule somewhere, but it's like in my email trapped. So like, usually, not gonna say usually, but some people do like 1 chapter a week. So I like quit my job in between like May or whatever, so that I could solely focus on the CPA. So, well, I had an internship, so I told them I wouldn't be able to continue for the summer because I want to use my summer to focus on the CPA. So I did basically like, I kind of basically did 2 chapters a week. So I did R1, R2 this week. The second week I did like R2, like R3 and part of R4. The third week I did R4, R5, and a little bit of R6. And then the 4th week I basically knocked it all out. I finished out R6, I did R7 and R8. And by the time we got to the 5th week, I was still wrapping up R8 by like Tuesday or something, but then by Monday or something, but then by that Tuesday of the 5th week, I was taking the mock exams. Took the first mock exam, failed it, got a 49. Took the second mock exam the next day, failed it, got a 53. Took the third mock exam on Thursday, which was 2 days before the CPA exam, failed it, got a 41, got the lowest score on the mock exam I felt the best about. Don't even ask me, I don't even know. So basically my confidence in this exam wasn't all that high at that point. But what I did was, after each mock exam, I like actively went back and like literally drilled like every single thing, every question, whether I got it right or wrong. Because sometimes you know how you get questions right and you don't even know if, like, did I get it right just because it was a good guess, or like what was my thinking here, like this thinking was right, whatever. So like what I went through the questions, each question on each mock exam, and the questions that I got right and the questions that I got wrong, I went through them, took notes, went through like the outlines in Becker that they have, took notes on the outline or whatnot. Like I was like reading my notes like every day. Oh yeah, I didn't really take a lot of notes while I was going through the Becker regulation thing. I guess I don't know if that was a mistake or not, because I still haven't received my score because I just took the exam yesterday. But like when I was going through the lectures and stuff, like I was listening to lectures on a train, I was like watching lectures and whatnot, but like I noticed that like in R1 in R2 kind of, when I was like taking all these notes like after every lecture and whatever, like it was just taking up so much time. Like if a lecture was 40 minutes, it would take me an hour and like 20 minutes to get through, because I would stop, take all these notes, and it's like, what am I taking all these notes for at this point? Like it's just taking me double the time to get this stuff done and to get this stuff drilled and studied by taking all these notes. So like I kind of stopped taking notes, and the only time I would really, when I would start a new section in Becker, I would go through like the MCQs first, just to kind of get myself like just to see what I understand and give myself like a brief understanding of like what's going on. Like, so when I'm going through the lecture, I can tie it back to how they asked the question. Because sometimes you go through the lecture and it kind of makes sense and you're like, okay, I get all this. And then you go to the MCQs like, what? So for me, it's best just to see how they're going to ask the question so you can get your brain thinking about it. So then when you go to learn about it in the lecture or read about it in the book, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, well, I thought it would be like this, but now it's like this. So like you kind of correct your own mistake and you kind of see where you automatically go to think and if that was right or wrong. I hope that makes sense to anybody. If not, then I'm just talking just to talk. But yeah, so the only time I took notes was like at the end when I was going through the mock exams. Like I literally I went through those mock exams like my life depended on it, and I like took notes on everything that I got wrong, everything I got right, went back to some of the readings. I went through the outlines, because like Becker has like these outlines of the chapter. Basically it's like a summary of the chapter almost, like this is what you need to know for all the modules, whatever. Like I don't really like reading the long book. It's just too much, too boring for me. So like, nah, sorry. I didn't really use the book because my regulation book was outdated compared to when I got Becker, it was like months ago in 2018. And like I ordered all the books automatically, like not even thinking that, oh wow, if the version updates then, which regulation did update after 2018, if the version updates, then these books are going to be outdated. So yeah, so like I didn't use my regulation book. I just used the one that was like on the online Becker system, because it refreshes, it updates like automatically. But anyway, even if I had the regulation book, physical book, I wouldn't use it anyway. Like I can't, like those readings were boring to me. I don't always learn that way. So basically June 8th was like a big day for me because I'm a part of a dance league here in New York, and we had our like big showcase competition on Saturday, on June 8th, the same day as my CPA exam. So like as I'm leading up to trying to take because this is my first section, the regulation is my first section. So as I'm leading up to taking regulation, I'm also leading up to the big dance competition with the dance league that I'm in. So it's like so much was going on like last week, as like my dance team, they was wanting to practice like every day or something like that, and I love dancing, I was everything, but also I have like these mock exams that I gotta take. Like it was just so hectic. So like I took the exam at 8:30 a.m. all the way in Manhattan. Then the exam, I got out of the exam at like 12-ish, and then I came home, relaxed a little bit, and then I started getting ready for dance. And then so then in the vlogs that you guys see, basically it's just me like leading up to the day of the exam. Like you see me in the city with my sister. We went to like this thing called BookCon. Like amongst all those things, I was still studying. Like I am a planner and I'm a time management person. Like I do feel like you can manage your time and you can still leave the house and be an active person some way, somehow, and study for these exams. Life goes on. Like this CPA exam is not everything. So yeah, so like in the vlogs, you basically just see me like around the city, like with my sister at dance practice, like leading up to me taking this exam and like me studying or whatnot. If I didn't give enough details or whatever, just like let me know. But yeah, that's basically like my CPA exam journey, my regulation CPA exam journey, because this is just the first test. So I'm going to do another video of how I feel after I've taken the tests.